everyone, welcome to the class. And just set the mat the way you're setting up, like usual. But I'm just gonna do on the sideline so that you can see me better at home. So we're gonna start off with lying down on the floor today. So grabbing the cushion if you have at home to supporting your head. And right here, if you have the towel, you can roll the towels. If it's too much, then maybe roll it this way. And then supporting right behind your neck so that your cervical spine, the cervical part, has support. Then we're gonna start with lying down toward the floor. So find your way to lie down with the neck supporting so that you don't hurt your neck. And the best way to protecting your lower back is by bending your knee, open your feet wide or mat width apart, and bring your knee to touch. This way, the femur bone fall back to your pelvis. Your lower back will not get any strain. Relaxing to the lower back and your hip area. And begin to feel your mid-back, upper back, particularly the shoulder blade, spreading it out and imprinting your body on your mat. Relaxing your arms, bring your arms slightly away. Then begin to closing your eyes. Feeling your whole body sinking down towards the earth. Noticing the area that your body needs to shift and change. Maybe lift the shoulder blade up and repressing. See whether you can spreading more space down toward the floor. Adjust until you find the comfort and ease. Then draw your awareness towards your breath, breathing in and out. If you still not feel comfortable, you can draw your knee up toward your chest first to releasing your lower back down. Maybe roll yourself gently side to side until you really feel that you're sinking towards the earth. Once you find that space, then bring yourself back into your constructed rest pose where your knee touch your feet apart. If you want to connecting and cultivating breath awareness, then bring one hand on tops of the chest, one hand on tops of the belly. Try not to change anything, but just breathe naturally and noticing where do you feel your breath. Allow your breath to be smooth and steady. Breathing in, observing the breath that flow into your both nostrils. You feel it more toward your chest or your ribs. And breathing out, empty the air out from your stomach. Each time you inhale, slowly draw the air in more and more. And each time you exhale, surrender yourself. Feel that emptiness up inside your body. Inhale the breath, drawing in slow, deep and long. Exhale, letting go. Feel that softness toward the front body. Let the back body so heavily melting down towards the mat that support you. As you lengthening your breath and draw the air in more, the lung get expanding more, that the breath can go and feel down all the way towards the lower lobe of your lung, where your belly rise to touch your hand. Ribs expanding out to the side, front and back, all the way up toward your chest and maybe your collarbone. Exhale, releasing the air out from your chest, softening to your rib cage, and noticing your belly falling back toward the spine. A few more rounds of this. Try not to force anything, but rather let it happen on its own. Noticing that if your mind is still wandering somewhere, any thoughts or any feeling, or something that you worry about. Take a moment of pause, connecting back towards your breath, focusing one breath at a time. Anchor your breath toward the parts of the body so you can follow that rhythms and the flow of your breath. Begin to feel your body, noticing how your body arrived here today. You're still holding and gripping somewhere. You're noticing any tension, any aches and pain that you're dealing with. Allow the exhale to let the tension melting down toward the floor. Knowing that during the practice, you can take modification as much as you want. Listening to your body, the inner voice that's telling you, let you creating the space and comfort space throughout your whole practice. In the next couple breaths, giving yourself time to set up the intention of your practice. What is it that's meaningful for you at this moment? How would you like your practice to be? Whatever you choose, let your intention leading you to the ease and peace. If you rest your hands on tops of the belly and the chest, then begin to releasing the arms away. Find your natural breath. At your own time, then gently open up your eyes. Breathing in, begin to draw the knee toward your chest one at a time. Begin to rest your hands on tops of the knee and the chin bone. Feel the thigh bone touching and rubbing against your ribcage. Then slowly roll gently side to side, awakening the back body. We'll warm up our joint by slowly extending right leg out down toward the floor. Point and flex the toe. Circle your right ankle, clockwise, counterclockwise. Breathing in, breathing out, draw your right knee back toward your chest. Then on your inhale, extending left leg out down toward the floor. Noticing the difference between your left side and right side. Then begin to point and flex your left toe. Ease the tension and creating the range of motion behind your ankle. Then circle your ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. On your next exhale, then bring your left knee back and allow both knees toward your chest. Inhale, releasing your foot down toward the floor one at a time, with your feet hip-width apart. Draw the arms out, reaching it up toward the sky or up towards the crown of the head. Let the arms relaxing down toward the floor. If you need to bend your elbow, you can bend your elbow. Exhale, slowly releasing your arms out at the shoulder height level or letter T. Breathing in, bring your right arms on tops of the left, bend at the elbow, hands on tops of the opposite shoulder, like you hugging yourself. Allow the front of your chest hugging in towards the midline. Open up the back of your shoulder blade. Breathing in, lift the elbow up toward the ceiling and begin to sliding until your wrist cross, lengthening up towards the crown of the head. Option is to bend your elbow, focusing on lengthening left side, right side of your torso and reaching your arms away until you feel the stretch but not the pain. Exhale, slowly bend your elbow and open up the arms. Bring the tops of the arm down toward the floor without leaving the floor, sliding your arms back along the side of your body. Inhale, open up the arms out at the shoulder height level. Exhale, this time left arms on tops of the right. Bend at the elbow and bring the hand to rest on tops of the opposite shoulder. Breathing in, lift the elbow up toward the ceiling. Then begin to sliding until your wrist cross, lengthening the arms all the way to the crown of the head. Rest your hands and arm down toward the floor as much as your body can do. As you exhale, begin to separating the arm. Keep the arm down toward the floor at all times, then sliding your arms along the side of your body. Try it again. Inhale, arms out at the shoulder height level. Exhale, crossing right arm on tops of the left. Bend at the elbow, hands on tops of the opposite shoulder to hug yourself. Really hugging into the midline. Breathing in, lift the elbow up until you feel that stretch. Then sliding that wrist to cross, lengthening the arms up. Stretching and lengthening. Exhale, begin to release and let your arm on tops of the floor at all times, sliding your arms back. Notice and feel your shoulder joint, the shoulder blade area pressing down. One last time. Inhale, arms out at the shoulder height. This time, left arm on tops of the right arm, bend at the elbow, hands on tops of the opposite shoulder. Breathing in, lift the elbow up toward the ceiling and draw it back until you find that edge of the stretch. Then release to bring the wrist to cross, lengthening and reaching it away. Hug from your waistline in. Lift the shoulder away from your hips. Really stretching the side body. Exhale slowly, arms all the time on the floor and sliding your arms back. Bring it back and pause right here. Feel your whole body. Then very slowly, inhale, begin to extending right leg out, down toward the floor. Bend your left knee toward your chest. Slowly, as you exhale, draw the navel into the spine. Begin to lifting head, neck, and shoulder off from the floor. Lengthening to the back of your neck, lift the chest up. If it feels uncomfortable and you have some cervical spine issue, lower your head down. Breathing in, extending left leg out, and then begin to draw your right knee toward your chest as you exhale. 2 more times on each side on your own pace. So switching the leg with your breath, extending the opposite leg, and each time you exhale, draw the navel in toward the spine, lower back down toward the floor at all times. Working to strengthening your core area and your lower back. Once you're finishing, then begin to releasing your head down toward the floor. Then draw your knee toward your chest, pause. Open up your feet wide and bring your foot down at mat width apart, arms at the shoulder height level. Deep breath in, exhale, roll both knees over to your right side. Then turn your head to your left side. Option, draw your right arm across your chest. Bring it to touching with your left elbow or the area about your elbow crease. To let that stretching and open up to that right shoulder. Breathing in, open the right arms back, bring your head back to the center. A slow motion, lift your left knee up, followed by the right knee. Pause and feel. Breathing in, exhale, roll the left knee to your left side, followed by the right. option, then begin to turn the head to your right side. Next option, crossing your left arm across your chest all the way to let your hand touching with the right arm. Just enough that you feel that stretch toward the left shoulder. Inhale, open the left arms out wide, turn your head back to the center. Slow motion, then bring your knee back up. Sliding your right leg out down toward the floor. Bend your knee, that your knee pointing up toward the ceiling. Arm back along the side of your body, palm facing down. Exhale, open the left knee out to the side, just enough that you feel enough for you without any aches and pain. Noticing that if your knee not touching the floor, then grabbing the block, put the block underneath your left thigh so that you have the support and you know that this is how far you want to go. The key is not to lift the right sitting bone. Breathing in, bring your knee up. Using the inner thigh, squeeze your inner thigh back toward the center. Exhale, slow motion, taking your time because the gravity gonna draw you down towards the floor. So taking your time to open the knee out. If I see you moving very fast, I'm gonna count for you. So inhale at the count of 10, bring your knee up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot press down, knee up. Exhale, open out to the side. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. Feel that inner thighs and the space right in front of your hip flexor open up. And I find that easier for me to put both hands on tops of the hip bone, so that way I know that I did not shift my pelvis and it's level. So from here, I want you to flex your right toe and lift and press your heel down. Then slowly option, cross that left ankle on tops of the right thigh. Flex your left toe toward your left knee. So both toes now are flexing. So it's figure 4, and you're noticing that this is hard, especially if you have a tight hip. You might want to sliding your block underneath your thigh once again. But if you like to let your gravity working and you can also using the muscle to engage, then you don't need the block to support. We're going to stay here from 2 more breath cycles to really stretching and open up the hips and stretching the piriformis muscle right at the back of your sacrum. On your next exhale, then you're going to slowly sliding your right heel back to bend your right knee, right foot down toward the floor into this supine pigeon pose or figure 4. Noticing how your lower back and the hips that was gripping earlier now begin to relaxing down. Next option, you can lift your right foot off on the floor, draw your knee toward your chest, hands treading it behind your right thigh or in front of your right shin bone. Deepening your stretching and open up that left hip. Sending the breath energy towards the area that you feel discomfort. One more breath, breathing in, breathing out. If you lift your right foot, then lower it down. Cross your left thigh on tops of the right like a pigeon. Then hands grabbing into an opposite ankle to draw your heel apart. So this is going to be an internal rotation of your hip to counter stretch. Then we're going to adding on, let go of your arms, bring the arms out at the side, at the T level. cross your right arm across your left arm, hands on tops of the shoulder, or making an eagle arms with the tops of the palms meet or creating the bind. Breathing in, extending the leg and the knee away, and lift the elbow up towards the chin or towards the crown of the head. Exhale, let the knee and elbow meet. Draw the navel in toward the spine, lower back down toward the floor. Inhale, leg and arm stretching away from each other. So lengthening your leg out as far as you feel comfortable. Exhale, without lifting your lower back, draw the navel in. Press your navel in toward the spine. Next option, you can lifting head, neck, and shoulder off from the floor if you want more. Then inhale, arms and leg opposite direction. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Breathing in, lengthening away. And begin to releasing your arm, uncrossing your leg, uncrossing your arms. Lower the foot down and pause. Feel your body. If you're noticing your lower back get tightened under the hips, then doing pelvic tilt. How are we doing? Thinking about cow and cat pose. Inhale, tilt your pelvic bone pointing forward or draw your hip bone forward toward your thigh bone. So your lower back slightly off from the floor. Exhale, tuck the navel into the spine. Begin to tilt your pelvis back by draw your pelvic bone towards your belly, belly toward the spine, and the back down toward the floor. One more time. Inhale, bring your belly towards your pelvic bone. Slightly bring your lower back off from the floor. And as you exhale, bring your pelvic bone toward your navel, navel in toward the spine, lower back down toward the floor. Then slowly back to your neutral spine. When you're ready, on your next inhale, sliding that left leg out down toward the floor, flex your toe, push to your heel. Exhale, begin to drawing your right knee out at the count of 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See whether you need to have a block to adjusting yourself, because I don't want to see you lifting your left sitting bone off from the floor or tilting your pelvis. If you want, you can bring both hands on tops of the hip bone so that you're noticing the shifting. When you're ready, on your next exhale at the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your right foot down, knee up. You might noticing the shaking. Inhale, open out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Next option, then cross that right ankle on top of the left thigh. Not thinking about bringing your knee down, but thinking about sliding your femur bone or your knee, pointing it away from your body. Relaxing into your hips, your lower back. Let the gravity do the work that you're noticing the inner thigh stretching and lengthening away. Give me one more breath here. Then on your next exhale, you're going to slide in your left heel to bend your left knee until your left foot pressing down toward the floor. Flexing your right toe toward your right knee and draw your knee away from your body. Next option, you can lifting your left foot off from the floor, hand treading into the front of your chin bone or behind your left thigh. Relaxing both shoulders down, softening to your face, your jaw. Feel that back of your neck still lengthening. Sending the breath energy towards the area that you feel sensation. Continue to breathe. On your next exhale, then begin to slowly releasing your left foot down, crossing right thighs on tops of the left, squeezing that inner thigh. Then slowly lift both feet off from the floor, hands grabbing at the opposite ankle. Draw your heel apart. Maybe rest your heel to the outside of your hip. This will help you counter pose. Give me one more breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Let go of your hands. Then open the arms out wide. Exhale, crossing your left arms on tops of the right. Find your option into that eagle arms. Option, you can lift head, neck, and shoulder off from the floor. Inhale, bring your arms and leg away from each other. Exhale, navel in toward the spine. Bring your elbow and knee to meet at the center. Breathing in, lengthening and reaching it away. Breathing out, knee and elbow meet. One more time, inhale, exhale. Then slowly releasing your arm, head, neck and shoulder down, uncrossing your leg. And see whether what your body needs. Maybe draw your knee toward your chest or knee toward your armpit, so the foot up toward the ceiling. Then open up your leg wide and rock side to ease off all that tension into your hips area. Then slowly back to the center, hug your knee in. Breathing in, hands right behind your thigh. Begin to extend the leg up by push to the heel. Flex the toe towards your knee. Feeling the back of your leg stretching. Exhale, slowly bring your heel to touch with your buttock. I see something that I don't like it, so I want to guiding you. Make sure that your lower back and sacrum down. When you're extending, thinking about extending your leg without lifting your sacrum or buttock, your knee can be bending. If you want to feel more towards your hamstring, bring your thigh bone towards your rib cage. And as you inhale, keep your thigh bone toward your rib cage, but extending the heel up. You're noticing that your hamstring actually stretching more that way. So try it again. Breathing in your thigh bone toward your rib cage and begin to lift your heel up and away from your buttock. Flex the toe toward your knee. And as you exhale, releasing your heel back down towards your buttock. Can you feel the difference? Because if you're trying to lengthen and straighten your leg, it works, but then if you lift your tailbone up, then it's missing the purpose because then your lower back gets jeopardized. Give me one more time. And exhale now, letting go. Bring your hands on tops of the knee. Rock gently side to side. And choose the side that you like to bring yourself back up into your sitting position. Taking your time, roll to one side. Use the top arm to press yourself back up. And once you're back up, begin to roll yourself back on tops of the mat. If you're needing the blanket to supporting your knee, then use your knee. Some of you might want to go to the chair if you cannot kneel down toward the floor. We're going to start on the kneeling, just a few pose. We don't stay here long. With your knee, is your knee hip width apart, knee underneath your hip, your wrist underneath your shoulder. We're relaxing the spine to cow and cat pose. So as you inhale, bring the tailbone up, drop your belly down, and reaching the heart away from your belly. Exhale, tuck the tailbone down, draw the navel into the spine, begin to round your back one vertebrae at a time. Chin toward your chest, crown the head down. 2 more times on your own pace. See whether you can move as slow motion as you can, that you Feel every vertebrae of your spine. This way you can finding your breath synchronizing with your movement. At the same time, it helps lubricant into your spine area. Then slowly bring your spine back into your neutral. Look slightly towards the tops of the mat. Shift the weight toward your right knee. Inhale, extending left leg behind. Press to the heel. Roll the inner thigh in toward the center. Exhale, draw the knee forward toward your chest. Inhale, lengthening, squeeze into your left glute. Lift the chest forward. Lifting to your thigh bone, and exhale, navel into the spine as you draw your knee forward. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. The next inhale, you're going to extending the leg out with the toe down toward the floor. Then rock yourself back and forth to stretching the back of your leg and also creating the range of motion into your ankle joint. Pause right here. Option, extending right arm forward. Actually, not the option. We're just extending right arm forward, but the toe down toward the floor. Eye gazing toward your thumb. And as you exhale, begin to circle your arms back and let your eye follow your thumb so that you're releasing head, neck, and shoulder. The tension release. And also let the movement of the shoulder in a slow motion that you're really rotating and allow the shoulder to be at ease. The next time your arms is up toward the ceiling, then roll the chest up toward the ceiling. Press down toward your left toe. Draw your right shoulder away from your left hip. Exhale, then slowly release. Bring your right hands down. Turn right toe out to the side like a kickstand. Left toe gonna turn to the left side. So this way your wrist underneath your shoulder. Roll the left shoulder up into your kneeling side plank pose. Left arms up. Option, draw your left arm away from your leg by bringing it up towards the crown of the head. So that you're really feeling that stretching to that left side of your body. Press from your left hip down to your heels so that you're lengthening to your torso more. Continue to breathe. Exhale slowly, releasing your hands down. Bring both knees down. Open the knee wide. Big toe touch. Shift the tailbone towards the heel. Forehead rest on the floor. Chai pose. Letting go. Feel your whole front body that heavily down towards the earth. If you want to stretching more towards your armpit, walking your hands forward to lengthening your arm. Remember to listening to your body. Breathing in, begin to circle your arms behind your back. Interlace your hands. Bend at the elbow. Then begin to lengthening your arm towards your heel. Next option, open the chest and lift the arms up toward the ceiling into your Yoga Mudra pose. As the front of the chest or the sternum area stretching into an opposite direction, your shoulder blade will be hugging in towards the midline. You can continue to roll your forehead and side to side and drop one shoulder down toward the floor. Why don't we do it all together? Inhale, roll your right shoulder down, turn the head to your left side. Exhale, roll your forehead back to the center. Inhale, left shoulder down, turn the head to your right. Exhale, back to the center. Then releasing your arms down, let go of your hands. Let the shoulders sinking down toward the floor. When you're ready, then we bring the hands forward and slowly press yourself back up into your table. I'm going to turn on the opposite side so then I'm always facing you.
So when you're ready, we'll shift the weight toward your left knee, breathing in, extending right leg behind, squeeze into your right glute, lift to the chest, press to the hand. Exhale, knee forward, navel in toward the spine, toning up your abdominal. Breathing in, lengthening and reaching it away. Breathing out, drawing forward, contraction. One more time, inhale, exhale. Breathing in, then this time extending with the right toe down toward the floor. Then shift your shoulder forward and back. Feel that stretch toward the back of your leg. The next time when shoulder come forward on tops of the wrist, then extending left arms up, thumbs up toward the ceiling, creating the length that the arms and leg go into an opposite direction. On your next exhale, taking a gaze to follow your thumb, circle the arms back and forth, making a nice circle that really lubricant into your shoulder joint. The next time your left arms up, then twist and rotating by bringing your left shoulder away from your right hip. So press and anchor down toward your right heel to draw your right hip away, left shoulder up. Deep breath in, breathing out, releasing your left hands down. Turn left toe out to the side, right toe to the right. Roll your shoulder to stacking on tops of one another. Right hips on tops of the left. Press from the hip down to your heel. Inhale, right arms up. Option, extending right arm forward towards the crown of the head. Lengthening your heel and your arm. Find that energy flow. Noticing the space that you're creating into the side body. One more breath into this kneeling side plank pose. Breathing in. Exhale, releasing the hands down. Bring your knee down toward the floor. Walking your hands back towards your knee. And circle your wrist to ease off the tension. When you're ready, then press both hands down toward the floor. Inhale, tuck in the toe, lift the knee off from the ground, tailbone up toward the sky, downward facing dog. If this is too much for you, you can walking your feet closer toward your hand to shortening your stand. Once you find the weight evenly between hands and feet, then begin to bend your knee one at a time. Paddling to your feet, walking the dog. Relaxing the crown, the head down by looking towards your ankle. Each time you lower down the heel that straight the leg, noticing how your leg feel. Pause right here. Bend both knees, looking forward towards the tops of the mat. Inhale, walking your feet forward toward your hands into your standing forward fold. Bring both hands on tops of the thighs, sinking the tailbone down, lift the chest up. You're going to stay right here if you find dizziness or you have any low blood pressure. Otherwise, on your next exhale, you're going to draw your navel in toward the spine, begin to hinging forward from the hip, rest your rib cage toward your thigh, then begin to sliding your hands along your leg, grabbing at your calf, your ankle, relaxing head down toward the floor. Option, hands can grab into an opposite elbow. Let your torso roll side to side or forward and back. Each time you exhale, really focusing on navel in toward the spine to protecting your lower back. One more breath into standing forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Press your hands on the thigh. Lengthening the tailbone down toward the floor. Lift the chest up. Roll the shoulder back. Breathing in, press down to your heels. Squeeze your inner thighs and buttock. Lift the arms up. And allow the palms to touch. Exhale, hands right in front of your heart and taking a moment of pause. option to closing your eyes and really feel how your body feels. Noticing your breath. Allow the exhale to be empty and long. When you're ready, gently open up your eyes. Inhale, draw the arms out, reaching it up toward the sky. Exhale, left arm forward, right arms back, twisting over to your right. Softening to your knee. Remember, twisting is from the waistline up. Breathing in, bring both arms forward and lift it up toward the ceiling. Exhale, twisting over to your left side, right arm forward, left arms back. Inhale, arm forward and up, and this time, if you can, bring the palms to touch. Fold all the finger in and let the index finger point it up. You can soft bend your elbow at all time, or if you want more, then reaching the arms up, hug your waistline in, lengthening left side, right side equally. Noticing the weight into your feet. Is it evenly between the ball and the heel? Are you arching your back? If you're arching your back, then gently squeezing your inner thighs and buttock, lengthening the tailbone towards the back of the heel. Really focusing on lengthening. Exhale, side bending to your left side. Without collapsing your right shoulder, roll that right shoulder back. You can bend your elbow. It's about how you lift your shoulder away from your hip. It's not about how far away your arm is. So if you have some issue, you can just bring your elbow to bending and just drawing that elbow away. Inhale back to the center, hands into a steeple. Or if it's too much for you, then just bend the elbow. And as you exhale, tilting over to your right side, roll your left shoulder back without collapsing. It's about side stretching, so if you're collapsing, it's missing the purpose. Breathing in back to the center. Exhale, slow motion. Bend your elbow, open the chest, then hug your shoulder blade into the center. Bring your elbow back. Then slowly on your inhale, draw the navel into the spine, rounding your back one vertebrae at a time, reaching the arm forward. Exhale, release and letting go. Roll yourself up and down. Do whatever your body needs to do. And maybe open your feet, twisting side to side. Get ready for your balance pose. If you need to step off from the mat and find a wall, it's okay. And we're not going to do anything fancy, so we're just going to do our 3 pose. Like we warm up in our leg already, that we open the knees, so that's what we're going to do. So starting off from finding your feet hip width apart, hands to your hip. Every time when I do balance, I like to starting off by strengthening our ankle first. So as you inhale, roll forward toward the ball of the foot, lift your heel up. Noticing that if you lift your heel and you're going to fall to the side, press to your big toe mount and hold it. Keep your heel off on the floor as far as you can. Then as you exhale, lower the heel down, then flex the toe towards your ankle or your knee. I see that a lot of you are struggling. What you can do is, if you look at your toe, you're going to be fall off. The key to success into this balance is look forward, down toward the floor, a still point. Like you can look at my towels or your bottled water. Okay, so you're going to put your hands to your hip for more grounding, relaxing your toe down and noticing what's happening to your feet. Can you really feel the miracle that the feet is more now grounding? But we're going to do it one more time. Inhale, rock forward towards the ball of the foot. Look forward, find a still point as your own time. Slow motion, lift the heel and pause, hold it. Noticing that it's going to roll to the side, roll forward. Then using the ball mount, the foot to pressing down, particularly your big toe, because then you're engaging your inner thigh. Squeeze that inner thigh. Then exhale, bring the heel down, flex the toe right away. Flex the toe towards your ankle because you lift the arch. You're stretching the fascias underneath your feet.
And in a slow motion, if you can, closing your eye and begin to feel the bottom of your feet. What is it that you feel and notice? Can you find the difference? Then gently open up your eyes. Then slowly shift the weight toward your right foot. Inhale, bend your left knee, lift the left heel up. Remember, find a still point. Exhale, turn left knee out to the side without shifting your hips. So your hips still underneath your shoulder as far as your knee can go. Then bring left heel, right ankle. Now this is going to be your time, your challenge. You can stay right here. If you want more activity, you can come to a tippy toe. Without tilting your pelvis, the reason hands is on the hip is you're not swaying, you're not tilting. If you're doing that, then put the toe down. Most important thing, how you balance on one leg. If you want more, you can bring it up all the way towards the inner thigh. So once you find your right leg stable and sustainable, then begin to open up the arms out to the side. And option, you can bring the arms up toward the ceiling. Continue to breathe and allow yourself to connecting to your body, to find the balance that you can sustaining to hold your pose by using your breath, that the breath still at ease and even. Tree pose, Vikasana. One more breath, breathing in, breathing out, slowly release. Bring your hands and leg down. Feel the effect of balance, then shaking your leg out. Circle your ankle if you like, or open your feet wide, twisting side to side. Then slowly come and meet me in mountain pose with the feet hip width apart. Hands to your hips, pause and feel. When you're ready, shift the weight toward your left foot. Inhale, lift your right heel up. Bend your right knee. Exhale, turn the knee out to the side. Right heel, left ankle. And taking your time now without my guidance, wherever you want to put your foot and whenever you feel ready. Try not to rush the process. Once you're noticing your left foot as stable down towards the floor, then begin to expanding the arms up toward the ceiling. Thinking about your arms like the branch of the tree, rising it up toward the sun. Your foot is just like the root of the tree that digging down towards the earth. Allow you to find that expansion and expressing yourself in such a way that you feel comfort. One more breath, breathing in, breathing out, slowly release. Bring arms and leg down. Take a note to yourself. How is it is my balance? Which leg is my dominant? Then stretching yourself out. Get yourself ready. Maybe twisting side to side. Then very slowly, I'm going to asking you to turn to the right side and step your feet out wide. Feel like you're trying to sliding your heel apart. If you're noticing that you're not engaging your leg muscle, then I want you to feel like you're squeezing your inner thigh and squeezing your buttock. Hands to your hips. Inhale, reaching up tall, and as you exhale, hinging forward from the hips, navel in toward the spine, and begin to bring your chest to be parallel toward the floor. Press your thigh bone back, lengthening to the crown of the head. Option, releasing the hands down toward the floor. If you don't want hands down toward the floor, you can bend your knee, hands on tops of the thigh. So I'm going to do the option for you.
Deep breath in, exhale, bending your right knee and begin to walking both hands towards your right foot, straightening to your left leg. So if you don't want to go down toward the floor, you can follow me by putting the hands on the thigh. So I'm going to do the option one, that you can do it with the inner thigh. The key is to stretching your inner thigh and engaging, working to strengthening your quadricep. Then slowly coming back to the center, pause and feel. When you're ready, bending your left knee, straightening your right leg, you can rest your elbow or hands on tops of the thigh. One more breath, breathing in back to the center. Then bring both hands to the thighs or the hips. Slow motion, squeeze your inner thigh, rising back up. Heel toe your foot in. Find your way back to your mountain. Come to the tops of the mat. Inhale, arms out, reaching it up toward the sky. Exhale, bending the knee, hinging forward from the hips, leading with your heart, forward, fold down toward the floor. Then in a slow motion, bring your knee down toward the floor one at a time into your table. Walking your hands toward your knee, shift the tailbone towards the heel, coming up into your sitting. Roll the hip to one side, then extending the leg out down toward the floor into your sitting position. Rocking your sitting bone side to side, extending the leg out down toward the floor. If you have a towel, you can use a towel, or you don't have to. As your sitting bone are down evenly, if some of you have a tight hips and lower back, you can also folding the towels or using the cushion at home or the block to elevating your hips higher than your knee. Inhale, begin to draw the arms out, reaching it up toward the sky. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Bring your ribcage toward your thigh, hands grabbing underneath your leg. So you're not rounding your back. I can see your shoulder go out this way. Nope, you're going to go open up, hands underneath your thigh, or put the hands with the fingertips point forward. Bring your ribcage toward your thigh, bend your knee first. Keep your knee off from the floor, ribcage toward your thigh, reaching the heart forward. Roll the shoulder blade. So working on the upper back, shoulder blade back, and begin to sliding your leg out. Once you feel that sensation, flex the toe. You can releasing your hand without shifting your torso. Then your hands can grab into your leg. Can you feel the difference? Your back is not moving, nothing move. It's only the arm position change. And that way your shoulder not slumping. You're not rounding your back. It's still left to the chest. Relaxing to your jaw, that smile to yourself. Feel grateful that your body can do it. One more breath, breathing in, breathing out, sliding yourself back, bending your knee, hugging your knee towards one another. Then press your knee together, right hand's going to be underneath your thigh. Inhale, reaching left arms up. Exhale, cross the left arm to the outside of your right leg. Then begin to releasing and open the right arms behind with the fingertips pointing back, cupping your fingertips toward the floor. Keep your knee touching and lengthen to your torso. You're not leaning back. You lift up. And then as you exhale, the key is draw your right shoulder away from your left hip. So your left knee should not be moving. If you want to move, you can move your right leg, but left knee anchor down toward your left heel. That way you're really twisting from your waistline up. Deep breath in, exhale, untwist, let go of your left arm first, then turn your torso back, hands back at the center. Can you feel the difference, right? Just a simple thing, just to squeeze it, it's hard. So left arms underneath your thigh. Inhale, right arms up. Exhale, twisting by turn your right shoulder and bring the right arm to the outside of your left leg. Then slow motion, draw your left shoulder away from your body, left fingertip cupping down toward the floor. If you're noticing collapsing, press your left fingertip,
Lift the chest up, lengthening to the crown of the head. Then as you exhale, you squeezing your belly, begin to draw your left shoulder away from your right hip. Press more firmly toward your right leg. That feel your right leg so heavily that your heel touching the floor. Deep breath in, exhale, release. Bring your right arms back, bring yourself back. Rest the whole body down. Then slowly rising back up, hands underneath your thigh. Inhale, tilt the chin up, open the front of your throat. Exhale, chin down toward your chest, draw the elbow apart. Feel like you bring your elbow away from each other. Then slow motion, next exhale, right ear roll toward your right shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale back to the center. Then lift the chin up, chest up. As you exhale, lengthening your arm, leaning slightly back, find the top edge of your sitting bone. Hands still grab to your thigh. Next exhale, option, draw the navel in toward the spine. Press down to your heel, flex the toe. If this is it, enough for you, stay right here. If you want more, lift both feet off from the floor. Shaking is good, smiling even better. And most important thing, navel in toward the spine and lift the chest up, look up toward the ceiling. So you're not collapsing or rounding your back. Well done. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, release, letting go. Fold your torso down once again. Then slowly find a block and we're going to go lie down toward the floor. So your block going to be towards the crown of the head. Wherever you lie down, the block going to be towards that direction. Then you're going to slowly find your way, either roll to the side or roll yourself back down toward the floor. Once you're back down toward the floor, walking your heel closer to your buttock. Arm along the side of your body, palm facing down. Breathing in, press your hands and feet, lift the hips up. Then point your knee forward, bring your knee on tops of the ankle. Lengthening your thigh bone right away. You're going to feel that steadily squeeze into your buttock, the outer hip, the gluteus medius. Option to interlace your hands underneath your sacrum by roll the tops of the shoulder down toward the floor. Hug your shoulder blade in toward the center. Keep lengthening your thigh bone forward. Feel the hip flexor open up. Rib cage expanding as you're breathing in. Exhale, softening and letting go. One more breath, breathing in. Breathing out, slowly release. Draw your arms away. Roll yourself one vertebrae at a time from the upper back, mid back, lower back. And the last thing to come down is your sacrum. Pause and rest your body here. Then one hand's going to grab the block. Breathing in, press down to your feet, lift the hips up, then sliding that block towards the flat area between your sitting bone and lower back. So don't put the block at your lower back area, the area that we call sacrum. You're noticing as the block gonna rest completely without any aches and pain. If you experience any aches and pain, sliding and moving until you find a comfort. Then slowly sliding your leg out toward the floor one at a time. Point the toe forward. Really feeling that it's a pelvis tilting forward as your hip bone point down toward your ankle. Next option, you can bring your arms like a goalpost arm or reaching it up towards the crown of the head, stretching and open up the thigh bone. Ease off the tension into the psoas muscle right behind your rib cage. Try not to arch your back, but just gently squeeze into your buttock.
Feel the front body open up. Deep breath in. Breathing out slowly, bring your arms back. Bring your hands on tops of the hip bone. Slow motion, sliding your foot back one at a time until you find your bending knee. Then hands gonna grab into the block to support you. Inhale, lift your right foot off from the floor and extending right foot up. If that feels comfortable, then follow by the left foot. Point and flex the toe, pumps up the blood to reverse it from your feet down to your belly, your heart and your head. Legs up pose. Then slow motion, open up your leg wide as you feel comfortable. Hands still continue to hold to your block to support your body. Circle your ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. Then slowly bring yourself back. Point the toe, flex the toe. And if you want more, you can point the toe towards the crown of the head. Draw your thigh toward your rib cage into a supported shoulder stand. One more breath. Breathe. And as you exhale, slow motion, bend your knee. Slowly bring both feet down toward the floor. Try to do it one at a time. Pause. Inhale, lift the hips up, sliding the block away and lower your back down. Grabbing another block. Put both blocks one at a time underneath your thigh. Then open your legs slightly wide and extending the leg out down toward the floor. Feel your femur bone pointing back toward your pelvis. So adjusting the block that you feel a good support. This way your lower back are connecting down toward the floor. Draw your arms slightly away and find your comfort space for your relaxation. Once your body rests completely, you can closing your eyes, relaxing the whole body. Noticing how your heel connecting down toward the floor. The back of the thigh get a good support from your block. That creating the space between your knee joint. Allow the tension to melting down toward the floor and let your joint be apart. Without holding and gripping to your hips, relaxing to your lower back that you feel the connection of your lower back towards the earth. The mid-back and upper back begin to relaxing as you're spreading the area of your back down towards the floor. Feel your arms so heavily sinking down towards the earth. The back of the neck, the back of the head, all relaxing down. Noticing the front body, from the tops of the feet to your shin bone and your quadricep. Really feel that lightness at ease. Softening to your belly that you can feel that rise and fall of your belly as you're breathing in and breathing out. Softening toward your rib cage, your chest. Relaxing to your face, your jaw. Let the tongue fall to the top roof of your mouth. giving yourself a permission to rest. The time to enjoying the moment. The time to cultivating your practice and let your body be what it feels like to be. Just breathe, relaxing more and more with each exhale. Allow yourself to riding with the waves of your own breath to the journey of your deep relaxation. Begin to bring your awareness back towards your body, removing the block of the cushion that you use, so that the whole body resting down towards the floor. Noticing what has shifted and changed, what's happening to your body. When your body is ready, begin to wiggling to your toes, your hands. Allow your head to gently turn side to side. Breathing in, extending the arms up all the way to the crown of the head. Allow yourself to stretching in all directions. Exhale, bend the knee one at a time. Taking a slow motion to draw that knee up toward your chest if you like. Hands on tops of the knee, roll yourself side to side, waking up the back body. The next round, you roll to your right side using the bottom arm supporting head, neck, and shoulder like a pillow. Then sliding that knee up toward your chest, visualizing yourself curling in the mother's womb. At your own time, when your body is ready, press with the top hands to bring yourself back up into your sitting position. Eyes softly closed. And taking a final scan throughout your whole body. What is it that you feel right now? Noticing the quality of your breath. Can you find that relaxed ease and peace? Whatever feeling that you have at this moment, pick one positive word that you can think of. And as we inhale, we draw the arms out and up toward the ceiling and let the palm folding in the positive word that you will carry on with you till the next time we meet. Then as you slowly bring your hands right in front of your heart, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bow forward, namaste. Thank you so much for joining the practice with me today. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you.